My honest opinion on Kenya. What's going on, guys? It's your man Jackson Cooper, live from Nairobi, Kenya. And in this video, I want to give you my honest opinion on Nairobi. Now, I've been in and out of Nairobi, man, going on 4 years straight, right? Spent a lot of time in Nairobi, the most of any country that I've traveled to, and I've been to 23 countries. I'm very well versed on this topic. And if anybody is wanting to visit Nairobi, this will be the video that you want to look at to get the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the good and bads of Nairobi, Kenya. I have a more in-depth video of Nairobi. It shows you pictures, it shows you video, more of that. You can check that video out on my channel. But in this video, we're just gonna keep it clean and straight to the point, right? If you don't know, Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. Kenya is an East African country off the coast of Africa. Right now, Kenya is a very beautiful place. I haven't explored everywhere in Kenya, but the places that I've been in Kenya are very beautiful. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down why your experience could be different from mine. It could be better, it could be worse. It just depends on how you go about it, right? So here in Nairobi, this is a hustle and bustle city, point blank period. You're going to get people trying to sell you stuff. You're going to get people in and out of shops saying, hey, come in, check out my shop. This is a go-getters type of city, right? But the beauty of Nairobi, that's really only in certain areas. You can go to other areas and get a completely different vibe that you wouldn't get somewhere else. So I would say that if you want versatility, Nairobi, Kenya is a very good place for you to go. I want to also start off by saying this. It's best to have somebody on the ground when you're traveling. What do I mean by that? Have somebody that you know from Nairobi, from Kenya, that can put you on the game, really show you places. Because sometimes when you travel, and guys, I don't know if I mentioned, there's a lot of construction, there's kids. I hope it's not too much noise out here for you. Bear with me. Having somebody that lives in a city is like a gold mine, because first off, they'll be able to show you places that you wouldn't see on your own. Also, they're familiar with the culture. So just them talking to somebody can get you a lower deal if you're shopping somewhere. Just them talking to somebody will get you from not being overpriced. So having that person on the ground is very, very important. Now, with that being said, Kenya has changed to me. It's not the same as it was 4 years ago, but that's what happens in life. Things change. They do not stay the same. That's just the way it goes. So I would say they changed because the city is more quote unquote popping. We got to be honest. You got more people coming right now. Like, I'm looking at an apartment building that's getting built up right now. I'm talking about like a big apartment building, and those are getting built up everywhere. So that's showing you that like there's an influx of people, there's an influx of commerce, and Nairobi is changing. If you haven't visited, I would definitely say you want to get here before the prices could potentially get hiked up. We can get into the cost of living. So I would say that Airbnbs are more now than they were back 4 years ago. And once again, that comes with inflation, that comes with a lot of different things, but it's just something that you need to take note to. Now, everybody's financial situation is going to be different. Maybe the cost effect, you don't even see it, it doesn't like affect you. But for other people, you may notice a hike up here and there. When you're traveling, you're going to want to have a backup for your backup, because you never know what could happen. You know, fortunately, I've never had any serious accidents as far as being injured or getting sick too bad. So I've been lucky in that regard. When it comes to food, you're going to have to adjust because, I mean, I could just say it, man. I have a American stomach, all right? So I can like give you like a short story time. Like when I kind of first got here, this was like my second trip. I was like enamored with just wanting to get a bunch of food. So I got kachumbari, I got nyama choma, all of that. Ate it up. Man, got back to the crib, laying in bed thinking everything was sweet. You under dig? Boy, them baboons came home to roost, you know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, you got to be careful what you eat. I'm kind of over that now because I've experienced a lot of Kenyan food. So I'm not too enamored with just having a bunch of Kenyan dishes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you are gonna miss home, like certain things about home. For example, so they don't have Cool Ranch Doritos here, but I found an alternative. Ola tortilla chips. You can find alternatives to things, but you kind of got to live with it, man. Pancakes with syrup, very rare. Heinz ketchup, it's becoming kind of like more popular, but like they're like ketchup is kind of runny a little bit, and Kenyans, don't get mad at me. I'm just letting people know who haven't traveled what to expect. Now, guys, I found a hidden gem, and like it might not be hidden to an American when they come, but to a Kenyan, y'all probably think, oh, Pizza Inn is the best pizza or all these other places. No, the best pizza in Nairobi is Papa John's. Now, this is what you got to get. Listen to me, trust me, I know. And Papa John's, like, y'all should be sponsoring me at this point. I done spent so much money at Papa John's. You want to get the authentic thin crust. They call it ATC. And you want to get a pepperoni pizza. And tell them to make it crispy with the crispy pepperonis. It's like a slice from home, you know what I mean? Like, that's like the closest pizza you're going to get. It's like American here in Kenya. Let's talk about things to do. Things to do here in Nairobi. It's a lot to do. You know, Nairobi's the only major city with a park on the inside of the city. That's Nairobi National Park. You want to check that out when you come, because when you come to Africa, you know, maybe you'll say, oh, I don't want to come to Africa just to see the elephants and the lions and stuff like that, but you should, because they are unique to Africa. Now, like, you do have elephants in Asia, of course, but it's going to be different, man. I feel like Africa has the best wildlife. And I don't want to go on to a tangent, but I was thinking too, like, North America has pretty good wildlife too. Because, F it, I'm gonna just say it. To me, the top apex predator on land is a grizzly bear. And like, I have like a lion's mentality, but I think a grizzly would mop a lion. I think a grizzly would mop a lion, like a full-grown grizzly bear, specifically like those Kodiak ones. Scary. You would never get bored. I mean, so many places to eat. You have sites you can see in CBD. So many different little cut towns like Rungai, Kilimani, Kileleshwa. So many different places that you can go to. That's why it's very important to have people on the ground so they can show you these things. Now, I put up a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, that I am doing tours. I've had people email me, but nothing concrete. That's somewhat discouraging, because me and the person that I'm going to do them with, Wangeshi, if you know who that is, we're more than capable, but to have people not believe in it is kind of discouraging. But really nothing discourages me. Like, if one thing doesn't work, I just move on to the next. But it's more so for her, because she's a great tour guide. Like, she's the reason why you guys know about Kenya, because of me, to like a certain extent, because of the way that she showed me the city when I first came. So, you know, if you guys are interested in that tour, which you should be, I mean, you're helping out a black cause, you're helping out a positive cause. The information will be below, and you should definitely come and have a good time, you know? It seems like people want to be cheap when they see black people for some reason. It seems like they want to be cheap. They want to say, oh man, that's too much. But if it was somebody else, you sure that's enough, boss? You sure it's enough? I can give you a tip, boss. I can only speak honesty on Coop's Corner, and if you don't like it, I'm not meant for everybody. Now back to the video. When it comes to women, fellas, I know you want to know, Jackson, what are the women like? Kenyan women are very beautiful. I haven't been single a lot here, but I have been single before here. It depends on the dude, you know what I mean? Like, if you're coming correct, you know, you're coming fresh, you're coming clean, you're not on no simp type of mindset, you into dig, you should do well. But, you know, like, if you're not on point, like, you're gonna get got just like anywhere else in the world. That's just the way that it is. Like, it's not gonna be nothing different. And don't think that just because this is quote unquote a third world country or a developing nation that you're not gonna have to spend no bread, because you are gonna have to spend money. That just comes with the territory, one way or another, right? So when it comes to women, we come from a different culture than they come from. So you have to adjust to that, just like they have to adjust to it with you. But that's typically what draws people together and what makes women want to talk to you, because you're a foreigner. Like that's like the first thing. And then the other stuff that I mentioned, being clean, having a crisp mouthpiece, not being a weirdo, that'll take you further down the track. There's other things that you can delve into here that I'm not too familiar with. They have like a lot of massage places. Now, when I was in Bangkok, Thailand, and in Pattaya, Thailand, I was getting a lot of massages, man. I was getting, oh my God, it was sick. But I have yet to really delve into that outlet here in Kenya. But hey, that could be something for you too. You know, when people come to vacation, they like to relax. That's really the purpose of a vacation. So if you want to come and you want to relax, get a massage, Kenya is a good place for you, Nairobi specifically. Let's get into some of the outer areas. The coast is dope, man. The coast gives you a completely different vibe from Nairobi. So when you go to the coast, you're going to be by the water. The climate's going to be better. The vibes are different. So let's just talk about Mombasa. Mombasa was like taking a hit of some type of drug. As soon as you get there, get some crank up in you, you under dig. It's just like a boost of energy like in Mombasa. I mean, you got tuk-tuks everywhere. You got cars everywhere. You got buses, matatus everywhere. It is a crazy situation, man. So Mombasa's lit. And also, the food in Mombasa is top tier. Street food and food in restaurants. Like when we went, that food in Mombasa was crazy, man. We had like some street food, potato with like coleslaw with like a vinegar topping on it with some meat. Man, that stuff was crazy, man. Like it was like so good. Check out Diani. When I went to Diani, life-changing experience, Indian Ocean, camels. It was legendary, you know what I mean? I would definitely say check out the coast. I have yet to check out the inner part of Kenya, and that brings me into my next topic. Okay, so as far as being a content creator, earlier on, it was like an influx of people wanting to show me things. The more that you go on, and this just comes with YouTube, people just change, man. People go on to different channels, this and that. So it's harder to meet people who want to show me their city, even just show me a dish that they have here. And guys, like you have a gold mine within me being in your country. I am a Black American. I know that people make jokes and say, oh, Jackson's a Kenyan now, or he looks Somali. Like that's like ha ha he he. But I am a Black American literally bridging the gap. That could be somewhat discouraging too, not having people reach out and just want to show you their culture. You know what I mean? It should be more of that. And I honestly feel like you guys view other cultures as more of your brothers than Black Americans. I mean, we got to talk for real. So, you know, because like I've actually heard it. So like one time I was walking past a Chinese person and someone with me was like, yeah, that's my Chinese brother. And I was looking like, okay, that's what's up. And like, you know, I don't got nothing to do with that in like a negative way, but you have to be cognizant of who's here to use you and who's here to uplift the people. I appreciate you guys for watching. It is a lovely day today in Kenya, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very, very nice day. And I'm about to get out here and enjoy, get you guys this video. But guys, get out there, man, get your passports, travel. I tend to forget to say that, man, but I'm truly blessed to even be able to do this, man. Like, it might like feel regular. This is not a regular thing that I'm doing, and I truly am thankful. And until next time, it's your man, Jackson Cooper. Peace. I can't wait to get home.